So congratulations for beautiful performance in this film.
Thank you.
Obviously, lots of great critical acclaim and great success in the awards so far. So how has that response been for you?
Incredible. I mean, phenomenal. I don't think you ever, make art from a place where, you want or expect all these awards or accolades, but, to get the recognition that this film has gotten, it's kind of unreal, and it's helped people see this film, more and more, so I'm grateful for that.
So the chemistry between you and Kiki and sort of leading the film is really quite special.
Thank you.
So how did you cultivate that? Had you met before? What was it like meeting her for the first time?
No, we hadn't met before. I met Kiki maybe once or twice before we actually started filming. We had a chemistry read in New York, and I had already been cast, but Barry brought in a few potential Tishes, and Kiki was one of the Tishes, and I just remember her having this energy about her that was really special, and she had never made a film before, but she came to set just as prepared as anybody else, and I think we both sort of accepted, the fact that this whole film would ride on the love of Tish and Fonny, and so we had to do our jobs to make sure that was believable.
And you did.
Thank
so
you.
well done for that. One moment that really stood out for me was the scene between Fonny and Daniel at the table when that sort of mask of masculinity, or what we see as masculinity, is sort of dropped.
Yeah.
What was that moment like for you, just filming that?
It was incredible. I think it was our last day on set. It was our very last day of filming, and Brian had been on set for like a day and a half, but he is one of the biggest Baldwin fans on the planet, and he came to work just so ready, and I just remember, Barry had sort of started this traditional coverage of covering my part of the scene and then covering his part of the scene, and then there was something about the energy between us that he said, I'm not going to film it this way anymore. And so he takes on one camera and he just uses the other camera and pans back and forth from me to Brian. And to me, that moment in the film is one of the special moments where we get to debunk this mythology of what it means to be a black man. And we get to see ourselves be vulnerable and see us confide in each other and share our deepest, darkest, emotions and the things that keep us up at night. And so I think it's just incredibly important for the psychology of young men watching this film, understanding that, black men look like this too.
James Baldwin mentioned that, Beale Street is the legacy of any black American that was born in America. So now that you're part of that legacy in a unique way, how do you feel about that? And what does that legacy now mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a Beale Street. And for me, I think that us bringing this story to life, it hits everybody so uniquely in a different sort of a way. To me, I felt like I could be Fonny. And that's why this hit home so much for me is not much has changed in terms of the system. And it just felt important to be able to bring a story like this to life, in a visual way so people can see it and understand the humanity behind these young people. Yeah. So I think that's why it was important.
Oh, brilliant. So what's next up for you? What can you look forward to seeing?
Well, I just wrapped a film called 17 Bridges. It's an action crime thriller, much different than Beale Street, with Chadwick Boseman and J.K. Simmons. A lot of really cool people, so looking forward to that coming out.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.